Hello and welcome to another shoutcast from the StarCraft Chronicles with RB3K here and his good buddy
Truth.
We're casting another game between oGsInCa with a yellow Protoss here on Scrap Station and PanDaLoner on the return up here on Scrap Station.
Yeah, and so this is another replay we just got off free off that sc2p.com, and we just thought we'd try it out and see how it goes. The other one was much shorter than we expected, so hopefully this one will give us a more entertaining game.
Holy shit, I just noticed this is going to be a long game.
And we should probably get that covered eventually.
Alright, what do we got going on so far? Production, got the supply depot and the pylon coming. Pylon's already been dropped. He's not opting to put this pylon up closer where he could maybe use it as part of the wall off, but against Terran you really don't need to worry too much about any kind of run-bys.
Well, the field will range down there, so you can build your gateway and your cybernetics core low enough and it will block it off. Adding a pylon to your wall isn't the greatest idea. They're pretty low on HP.
Always with the inside here, Truth. And just like any pro Terran player, puts the supply depot down so you can actually mine gas properly. We were watching a game just a little while earlier where a Protoss player put his cannon right here and the probes had to take a nice long route. He had 4 probes running in a mineral line. Waste of probes if you ask me.
Yeah, it really slows down that production. It looks like they got simultaneous scouting.
On both sides, yeah.
Yeah, different races and they're leaving at the exact same time.
Are they gonna say sup to each other? Yes, they are. Each of them gets a chance to look through the Zelnaga watchtower.
Obviously they won't see anything there, but when they make it to the other guy's base, they'll figure out some vital information.
Let's see, got a pylon going on behind the mineral line, probably to help slow down Reapers, but then again on this map, getting the Reapers up and down, not so much on this side, a bit more on this side, so you just place a couple Stalkers here, you should be fine.
Yeah, it looks like our Terran players opted to get a Marine first under this tech lab, so you can't get that really early Reaper, but the Marine is more efficient to shoo away that scouting probe.
That scouting probe's like, nope, I'm not even gonna get shot at, and he just flew away. Hover away? Hover away.
Go with hover. Looks like our Protoss player is doing the standard assimilator, cybernetics core, and then put that on his second gas around 20 supply.
There we go. So he's probably opting for a heavy gas build, including Stalkers and Sentries, so we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, with the short air rush distance, he might even try to go air in this, but he really needs to get rid of that scouting SCV before he lays down that Stargate.
See here, and that SCV is going away, so I don't know if I like that, because he could have actually kept that SCV in there a lot longer to keep the Protoss player from putting any kind of tech down, or, you know, surprising you with any tech.
Or at least wait until he knows that there's a Stalker or a Sentry coming out, not just a Zealot or just a waste.
There is a Stalker coming out, and it was Chrono boosted, so maybe he did notice that and we didn't. Probe here, keep an eye on the Zelnaga watchtower. That SCV is going back home to mine, just because it can. No tech lab on this Rax here, so again, we don't know what he might be going with here.
We do have a robotics bay down for the Protoss instead of air, so he might be opting for a Colossus or Immortal build.
Let's go check that out. Yeah, robotics bay robotics facility right back there. I like how it says it right there, and I still mess it up.
Maybe the old Brood War game with robotics bay, so maybe a little bit more Brood War rust still left behind.
A little bit. Got a factory with a tech lab and a barracks with a reactor, so we'll be seeing a lot of Marines? Yeah, Marines. Oh god, this has been...
Seems like a Marine and a door build, because we do have an armory coming up, and it should finish... oh no, not even finish soon. So once that's finished and the tech lab done, we should see some Thors and some Marines coming out.
Here comes a Hellion. Oh, and he is denied by the Rax. That's just beastie right there.
The gateway.
Gateway Rax.
And he cancelled it just to boot.
No, that was well planned. Well planned by oGsInCa.
And we do have a robotics... No, wait. Is that called?
Robotics Bay. There you go. Robotics Bay coming up. With a warp prism. Are we gonna be seeing any kind of warp? Yeah, warp gate tech is up. He's gonna need some gateways to use that warp prism properly, unless
he's going for some Colossus drops, like the old Reaver drops. He might just drop it off, try to go for some SCV snipes.
Just right here, just pew pew, and then basically because the Colossus does do a arcing fashion, it would be able to cut through all the SCVs that are mining.
Yeah, but the Terran player is going for a mech build, and the Protoss Observer does see this now, and a Thor is a very strong counter against the Colossus. It does massive damage, and the Colossus doesn't really deal that much back to it.
No Colossus actually. We're getting an Immortal out against a ton of Marines and a Thor. So against the Thor, the Immortal is a good choice. He's gonna need something to cut through the Marines here though.
Yeah, the Protoss Arsenal doesn't really have much against the Marines. When you get a nice number of Marines, even Zealots don't really do a good job. They all get cut down before they reach.
Let's see what's going on. Gravity, drive, whatever the hell that is. What is that? I am crazy. You know what that is?
Thing. It speeds up the phase prism.
There we go.
And it looks like the Immortal went into the phase prism, so he might go for an Immortal drop. He does have one in there. We'll be waiting for a second Immortal now.
Let's see here. That Immortal is being chrono boosted out, so maybe actually.
It does look like our Red Terran has opted to grab his expansion now instead of pushing out with his Thor and Marines.
Now this works both ways actually. Instead of pushing out, he can sit back and let the Protoss come to him, but you know, when you push out, you put the Protoss player on his heels so you can put this expansion up a lot easier and without the threat of an attack coming at you. And just as I say that, there is a Warp Prism coming in for an Immortal drop right into the mineral line. Nicely done. These things one-shot probes, I think. Two-shot? Yeah, one-shot. They destroy him, and he warps it into.
He warped in a Zealot. Just in time. Ooh, he loses it, so now his Immortals are stuck there in no man's land, and that's gonna suck.
That is a lot of minerals and gas wasted, but they do take out that siege tank, and a little bit of damage to the Thor, not much.
Yeah, but we checked the units lost. Whoa. Looks like, yeah, the Terran is slightly ahead, so I don't know if that advantage will push him that far ahead, but he's better off losing less.
Alright, he's sending his probes, his SCVs back to the main base. Nothing much happening right now. Protoss did opt to go for his expansion with that.
I think he scouted the Terran expansion and realized he had to put that down or he's going to fall very far behind.
Got some Stalkers and some Zealots here, and a couple Immortals, so he's still going for Immortals, even though he has a Robotics Bay. I guess he just did that for the Warp Prism, to get that Warp Prism to fly around a lot quicker.
That's a very heavy investment just to get the Warp Prism speed. Maybe he expected more of an infantry build from the Terran player, and then when he didn't see any infantry, he realized those Colossus are just useless.
We'll have to see if that actually works out for him, because that is a lot of gas wasted.
Oh, he actually is using that. He's sticking to his plan, and he's going to send another set of Immortals in.
Yeah, the good thing about this move here right now, the Terran really doesn't expect it. You do it once, you're not going to do it again most of the time. But he decides to do it again and just pew pew.
Oh, that Yo really takes a lot of shots before he goes down from the Immortals.
This time he's keeping the Warp Prism on the move. There we go.
He's probably going to head over to the expansion now and just try to do some harass over there.
Nicely played by the Protoss player. Is he going to be able to drop these Immortals and get some shots off before this army comes in? Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a few down. He should pick them up and just hover
away
away now.
There you go.
Now the Terran player might be overreacting a little bit. You might want to keep a few Marines back in his main just so he can just stop if he tries to go back towards his main.
That Warp Prism surviving with quite a bit of its health, so not bad at all.
And those Warp Prism paper planes don't really have much HP to start with. 140 shields, they really go down fast.
A Reaper here now coming into the Protoss expansion, which is kind of weird, but the Protoss player does have a Stalker, so that he'll be able to ward this off. Maybe lose a couple probes. He should maybe try and save them, I'd say, but the Stalker comes in time.
I actually do like the delayed Reaper strategy. I like rather using it as a harasser, but more as a scout. Slide through the main, it quickly jumps up and down ledges. You can see exactly what the other guy's doing.
And the Protoss here again with the Immortal drop. This is very unregular play. It's pretty interesting actually. And if you notice right there, the Terran player not getting messed up by that does get the SCVs back on gas, even though that he had to move all the SCVs away. A lot of players forget to put the units back onto gas, and they get gas starved later into the game.
Yeah, they never really realize what goes wrong until when one guy's are just depletes and the other one's still at halfway, then they finally realize what they've done wrong, but usually by then it's too late.
Here's a Viking coming in, probably to scout out. That, well, yeah, why not? Scout while you can.
Nothing shooting at it, might as well chill.
Use that energy for mules instead of the Comsat. And again, another Immortal drop. That Immortal with only 16 HP is just a hero Immortal right there.
He's a mentor. He's mentoring that other Immortal after just chill around. I think they're both mentors now.